So here I am at the great St. Raymond's, as Father Chris Walsh used to call it, former pastor. And he's down here today in the midst of the rain doing the first move of some of my stuff. First thing, of course, that went in were all the fly fishing stuff that's in the garage right now, tucked away, very nice and safe and sound. So I send this, which is probably my last porch talk from St. Monica. As you saw from the opening video, St. Raymond's has a porch, very nice one. They even have a nice little patio in front. So, maybe that's where the fire ring goes, and the Adirondack chairs or something like that. When I can sit around with some of the men and women at St. Raymond's and enjoy a couple of glasses of mineral water. It's with mixed emotions, of course. People say, "How are you?" And I said, disoriented is how I felt. But I've told a number of people of this. Coming out of COVID, there was a sense of questioning. People would ask me, "How long are you going to be at St. Monica?" And the answer is, I won't retire here. But I don't know. But there was just this sense that I had and others had that maybe the Lord was calling me to something else. My spiritual director said, those disoriented, those restless thoughts, don't suppress those. Those are important, because in the midst of those is where the Lord works. And then a couple of weeks ago, I got the call and I spoke to my spiritual director. He said, "Well, you knew this was coming." So it's interesting the way the Lord sometimes paves the way, and how appropriate that I gave you this message a couple of days after we just heard the gospel about John the Baptist, who prepared the way of the Lord, and I think the Holy Spirit was preparing me for my next assignment. I have been edified and deeply touched by the best wishes and conversations I've had with parishioners who have said that their spiritual life and their personal life has been touched and helped and healed by the good people of St. Monica, by our worship, by our programs, by yours truly. I didn't see that coming, and I'm very humbled, and I want to thank you all for that. But I'm also not going away. One of the reasons I think why I was chosen for this assignment was the realization by the Archdiocese that St. Raymond and St. Monica have had a relationship. A couple of years ago, there was a program, it's called Missionary Disciples, and it's for parishioners that want to kind of take their discipleship evangelization chops a little bit higher, and they usually they gather 3 or 4 or 5 parishes together, maybe about 8 or 9 people in each parish. And in the cohort where I was, Jason was in it, and several other parishioners. St. Raymond's was part of it, and Deacon Bill was there, and the head of adult education was there, and so we were there at the Hegenbach room for a couple sessions, and then the people of St. Raymond said, "Well, when are you coming down to our neighborhood?" "Okay, fine." So we did a couple sessions at St. Raymond. So there was already a relationship between our 2 parishes. I'd like to see if we can strengthen that and move that forward. And we'll see what the discernment groups of our respective parishes come up with. But anyway, hail and farewell. As I say hello to St. Raymond's, I put St. Monica a little bit in the rearview mirror going eastbound on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. But I will certainly will be coming back. I have fond memories and good friends in Berwyn. I thank you for everything that you have done for me and with me over the last 10 years. I wish you a blessed Advent and a very holy and Merry Christmas. God bless.